Greetings, friends, and welcome to another episode of RTAF Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Norris, and thank you for being here. I've got one order of business to attend to here in the intro, and that is to shout out the Instagram handle of John Endicott, one of the Patreon subscribers. Didn't get that in last week, and that is Caught in a Loop with 2 zeros instead of 2 O's. Check the link in the description and check him out. Thanks, John, again for supporting the podcast. If you, dear listener, would like to support the podcast, please head over to patreon.com/RTAF podcast, where you will find 3 different tiers that you can subscribe to. All of them include a video of each episode. You can make guest suggestions, and you can even get 4 pieces of merch per year. So in this episode, we have all the way from Barcelona, Spain, Irene Lopez and Irene Martinez. They just had an opening Saturday at Ryan Joseph Gallery. Ryan Connell, you may remember, was a few episodes back, the owner of that gallery. And yeah, it was really interesting having a Zoom meeting with a couple of painters. You'll see why I call them painters, not artists, when you listen to this episode. A couple of painters in Spain. I think this is my first podcast with creators who don't speak English as their first language. So there are some pauses while they load up to say what they're going to say. And maybe 1 or 2 times where we didn't understand each other. But other than that, other than a few spots of dead air for maybe a couple seconds, I found this to be a really awesome interview. We talk about whether or not painting is good for the world, the selfish aspect of painting. They give us a little bit of a taste of what it was like coming up in painting in the ghettos of Barcelona, where they both were born. Painting being related to death, the difference between artists and painters, which I found pretty funny. Yuri broke that down for us, and talk a little bit about Irene's work and the pop culture kind of Baroque still life thing she's got going on. Very cool stuff. If you're not familiar with these two's work, there is their show up for a month at Ryan Joseph Gallery. They have one collaborative piece, and then each side of the gallery features, maybe 8 to 10 pieces from them each. Very, very great artwork. Love it a lot. And go check it out if you're here in Denver or in Colorado, or you're just passing through. Always better to see paintings in person. So let's jump right into it. Thank you, Yuri and Irene, for being guests on this podcast. Once again, it's a pleasure talking with you guys, and I hope you all enjoy this episode.
Okay. With the technology, I'm like a grandmother.
Yeah.
This is new for me.
Yeah, I had to level up this year since it was like COVID and stuff, and not many people were trying to meet in person, and it was interesting times. So I feel you. You smoking a spliff, Yuri?
No. Yes.
Very nice.
Hello.
Hello.
Wow. Look, I'm fucking sweating to get to fucking here with Zoom. You know, I an iPad. Yeah, how do you do this background?
Yeah, I really like it. I totally the same.
Holy shit. Can I look like somebody who's like clever and pretty, like maybe Brad Pitt, some shit?
I think you're already there, man. I don't think we need anything extra, to be honest.
No, but it's the very first time, I am on Zoom.
Yeah.
No. Is there any filter? I can't talk with a filter. I don't know if in here.
Give people the realness, man. Give them that raw shit,
Okay. But then show us your background.
Oh, okay. Hang on. it's
No. Keep it like this. Was like
okay. Yeah, it's boring. It's boring back here right now. I'm not in my studio, so.
Yeah, and it's dirty in here, but life it's life.
Yeah, I mean that painting looks really dope behind you. That in progress.
Yup.
Well, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions if that's cool. Get this, that part of the interview going, I guess. So yeah, thank you guys for coming on. I really do appreciate it. I know it can be kind of a pain in the ass with different time zones and stuff, and but I guess Irene, if you want to start, if you want to introduce people to you, and then and maybe just give me a quick background on like how you got into making paintings and art, and what life was like growing up. Were you a weird kid? Were you normal? Kind of shit like that.
Yeah, always weird. I really like
Same.
it. Yeah, I'm just a painter. It's like I really like it. It's the thing that I most like to do, and now I can work with that, So it's like perfect.
Mm-hmm. How long have you been painting?
Seriously, o sea, working in that 5 years.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Oh wow.
Like 24/7 every day, like hard.
Nice. That's not a very long time. Your work is really
No, it's not
really good.
But it's the thing that I most like,
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel you. What about you, Ari?
Yeah.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
When you say to Irene, were you the weird kid? It's because almost everybody you get to talk with in artsy AF, they were the weird kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
tell me, sure. Fuck, then I have no more credibility. Not on human race. I didn't have any, but on, yeah, we all painters, I think all painters are kind of fucked up. They were the weird kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah. It's universal. It's not just, it's everywhere. It's everywhere.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's why I asked that question, just to kind of see what response
I can smell why you ask it, and then was like, oh shit, because I feel kind of the same, when somebody asks, when did you begin? It's not you didn't begin shit. You were a guy, you were little. If you go to a classroom full of childs, like 5-year-old childs, and you ask, hey guys, how many of you draw? Almost everyone is gonna say, me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they are 14, it's like, oh, maybe one or two. And yeah, they are the weird on a black shirt, maybe on a heavy metal or grunge.
Yeah.
Or some shit band, at the last of the class, drawing. The weird kid, yes.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Then what do you think? Are we good? Is the painters good for the wall? Because I don't know if these weird kids, many of these motherfucking weird kids, okay, yeah, I accept I was one of these weird kids.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? Are they able to procreate the species? Aren't we going to fuck up as humanity if weird kids procreate?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, let's get into it. I mean, that's a lot to unpack right there, Yeah, I don't know if painting actually helps the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if like being an artist actually helps. Like, maybe I should be out there like, you know, scooping plastic from the ocean or something, or you know, helping kids in third world countries or something like that. But for me, and I imagine for you guys too, it's kind of the one thing that I'm really good at, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it helps. It helps in this like sort of roundabout way, I guess. You know, you're giving people something that they can appreciate.
Completely agree. Completely agree. See, on this, as the painting, not the person. I was just referring as the painting. Yeah, Irene did we come from the outside is more like ghetto on the periphery of Barcelona, on the outside of Barcelona. Irene painted a wall in there, and it's like a really bad area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's like it gives lots of change just because Irene has that. I don't know if it's feminine touch. I don't know the colors. I don't know the atmosphere she creates. And yeah, on this, completely agree. You know, on that really bad area, just with a wall, with a painted wall, giving you can see from a big square. You know, you got lots of perspective to look at. Yeah, it gives like it's not only a painting; it's more a surrounding an atmosphere and yeah. This I'm completely agree. Yes.
What do you think about that, Irene?
Yeah, I agree with you. It's like, yes, I think that, okay, we are painting, but I'm not sure if we are doing something for the world, you know, because there are people doing more important things that going to the space or getting a vaccine or something like that, you know. It's like I'm painting a canvas.
Right.
So normally I say that I'm a painter. It's like artist is like another thing, you know.
It's too
like,
it's too broad, like too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you too, Yuri, about public art on walls. It actually does. I've seen the effects firsthand. It does make, it can make an area feel better, not just look better, but like feel like there's like a community there or something, you know?
Yeah, but the truth is that when we paint in the street, we are not thinking in the area. It's super selfish. Totally selfish.
Totally.
It's like, okay, I want to paint. And after that, you discover that the people like your thing, you know? So it's like win-win.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's always nice when you can have a win-win like that, for sure. So yeah, did you guys go to school for painting at all?
No, I study business.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like when I was young, the art was not an option because we are from the ghetto area from Barcelona, so art was for rich people always. Yeah. So first of all, it's not an option, and also I didn't have reference like a woman, you know. So I studied another thing. But I don't know, it's like the life put you in the place where you have to stay to change everything. Yeah. And I start to paint again, you know? So
nice. So you went to did you go to like university and then afterwards you started really painting again?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That's about what happened to me too.
And you never know.
It happened to me too.
Nice. That's awesome.
But I didn't study art or. I don't like to say I was at university. You know. No, you paint, you go to the artist, you go to university, you paint, you're an artist.
Yeah.
No, a little bit wonker.
Yeah,
You know?
totally.
Yeah. Then I don't like to say about I was at university. I prefer like say I was young and I need a place to smoke my joints and get fucked up. So I went to university. And I take two degrees, not just one, but two. You need to be like really fucked up. Not just one. You get me?
Yeah. What was the other degree?
I did philosophy and then I did anthropology.
Oh wow.
Yeah, everything. Lot of future.
That's cool.
Clever guy, super clever guy. Yeah.
So you get finished with university, and then what happened to kind of? Were you making art the whole time throughout all that?
Yeah, I used to paint graffiti always, and I was with lots of kids always painting on the weekend, like, but not really, just for fun, just getting drunk, We were young, wild, and free this shit, but like we could grab like every weekend different kids, and the big ones will come with a car, and as I knew how to draw, they were like, "Hey Yuri, you draw me this Tom and Jerry shit next to my piece." They give me free joints, free paint, free everything. So I was like, okay, perfect, let's go.
Nice.
So I began to paint more from a pencil and a paper to spray. And the very first time I put brush inside painting, I was like 20, 24, 25. The very first time I touched paint.
Nice.
Paint was for people with funny mustache.
Yeah.
For me, it was like I just paint in the street with my friends when I'm probably drunk. I'm a bit drunk now.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay for me too.
That's good. Yeah. I'm enjoying this. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't start painting till I was like 26.
Are you too? And you came from painting to the streets?
I've done a few murals, but nothing like freehand. It's all like very straight lines.
You went on the street and you would wrote your name, or would you when you were a kid?
No,
you never wrote your name. No. Oh shit! I thought that was universal, like the weird kids.
Yeah,
I mean, about universal weird kids.
I had pretty protective parents for a time until I was about 17. I kind of lost the thread there for a little bit, and everybody who listens to this episode all the time is probably tired of hearing me tell this story. But like between like age like 11 and maybe like 22, I didn't make much art at all. And
when you say protective parents, what would happen if they would find you drugs or whatever? What would happen?
I probably wouldn't be able to leave the house except for school, kind of shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And were you, if you think in the past, do you consider yourself a good kid?
A good kid? Oh, hell no. Hell no. No.
Then even they try to be really restrictive, you did your job.
Yeah, for sure. And we're on good terms now, but there were definitely a few years between like 17 and 20 that.
And another thing, they did begin to treat you better when you left the house.
Oh yeah, because I wasn't around.
Yeah,
they appreciate it.
Another question: your mom. Look, I just finished this. That's my mom's tortilla. Look,
yeah.
Look, try it. And Do you go to look for your mom's food? No. Does your mom cooks for you? Like, hey, I make you this and I make you this. When do I bring your food?
Well, I live like 12,000 or not 12,000, 1,200 miles away from my family. So
It's America. It's not Spain. We are like this, super small.
Right, yeah.
We are small, but I think my mom will walk.
Yeah, for sure, yes.
I'm sure if my mom felt like she needed to, she would also walk, you know? Type of that kind of thing. Yeah, so where were we? Okay, so yeah.
So about painting walls, I have to say that my first wall in the street, illegal, was with Uri. Yeah, we did a piece together, and I have to say that was horrible piece for my part. I did a worse job, but it's
your first time.
Yeah, now we are doing this exhibition together.
Yeah, you guys are crushing it, by the way. I love the Irene, I was actually familiar with your work before this, but you're like, the more I look at your work, the more I fall in love with it. It's awesome. So how long have you guys been collaborating together?
We have collaborated a couple of times, but we normally do separate projects.
Sure.
But this time was like a match.
Nice.
It's actually the very first canvas we paint is for this exhibition. We tried with some walls together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This time it's the very first time we did a canvas, and it ran well, but we know too much each other. You know, sometimes it's good, sometimes, you know, two weird kids painting a canvas.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Yeah, a lot of energy in this canvas.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
You I don't know if you understand.
I understand. Yeah. What's the okay, two questions. What's the hardest thing about collaborating, and then what's the most rewarding thing?
You first.
I think as we work on a sketch, it's really until we are happy. Well, we can be like 3 days fighting, arguing, and at the end it's like, maybe it's like a butterfly, or maybe it's like a flower, and then no, this and not 1 millimeter more to the left. You know, you get crazy, and the most nice thing is when it's finished, I think.
Yeah.
No. For the result, and because then it's like, okay, we did it.
Yeah. Do you agree with that, Irene?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. With the distance, always is funny.
With distance, life is more funny. When you think about life, man, what do you think? Life it's funny, or life it's more funny when you think about life? What do you think?
I think that if you like if you're thinking about life, you can make it funny, but if you're like in the middle of something, like experiencing something hard or difficult, it's really hard. It's, you know, it's really it's not easy to make light of a situation, right?
Yeah, but I don't know, because look, in Vienna, do you know Vienna?
Vienna,
1920, 1920, Freud, Kierkegaard,
Yeah.
Wittgenstein, all the big brains are born in this area in 10 years of difference.
Yeah.
And it's because it's the most restrictive, like your parents, like the most restrictive society. You know, and it's when you got these problems, when you say, all the problems you say, sometimes they help you. They don't take you down, you know.
I agree.
Sometimes they work the reverse. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. You don't know like what situations are going to bring about or what they're going to bring out of you as a person, right? Like the things that you think are bad right now can actually be what shape you into who you are. Right? Like, because, yeah, like you said, because I grew up with some restrictions from my parents, I had to rebel. You know, I had to be rebellious and be creative.
But sometimes it goes with the person, because my parents would give me all the freedom, but I was a real motherfucker too.
Yeah.
You know, like when I was 12, do you know this shit where Christian people, Catholic, they go like to recover themselves because they are guilty?
Confession.
So they close themselves in a box.
Confession, yeah.
We call it confessionario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I burned, you know, burn,
Burn,
like
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, sure.
I burned one when I was 12. Like I began to act like judge.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, they would give me freedom, but I was a motherfucker anywhere. You know, like I was always like, yeah. I like problems.
Would you say that painting gave you like a purpose and a kind of a goal to focus on?
No, painting for me till I was like 23, 24, paintings was only problems. That was what I liked from painting. Was only in the street to make something like, not because sometimes I like to go when street was dirty and it was easy in my neighborhood. Like streets are completely dirty, so it's easy to make them look beautiful. But I like to go with some friends, not to paint the crew name, to paint, I don't know, whatever. I didn't even have a camera when I was painting as a child. Never a camera.
Yeah.
So at the end, painting for me was only problems and quotes and judge and court. And my name got published in Spain. When you get arrested and they make you like $2,000 quote, and then you don't want to pay because you think, oh, I'm a superhero, I don't pay.
Yeah.
And then they publish your name at official paper shit, so they take out your money.
Oof.
They illegally they go to your bank. Anytime you got one coin, they take it. So it was, for me, painting was this, until I paint. And a gallerist in Barcelona was like, hey, paint one canvas, paint. Because we paint in street a lot. And friends of mine were like, hey, paint one canvas. And I paint, and it was sold. I was
Nice.
like, whoa, mom, that story about Van Gogh. My mom was always, the Van Gogh, why are you painting a canvas? Van Gogh, when he died, super poor, non-selling a canvas, blah, blah. And when I saw it, I was like, hey, mama, where's the story of fucking Van Gogh? Where's motherfucking Van Gogh?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it's okay. Habla tú, Irene.
So yeah, do you guys have any routines that you follow? Like, do you just wake up and paint every day, or do you have like a little ritual you go through in the morning?
I don't know if I have understood everything.
Que si tienes algún ritual, una rutina cuando te levantas.
Maybe I spend 1 hour looking at the infinite with my coffee and my joint. This is my ritual in the morning.
That's what's up.
And yeah. Shower and I go to the studio, but I need this moment.
Nice.
Yeah, but I can speak for both. We spend all the time painting, all the day.
Nice.
And when we are not painting, we are thinking in making something, it's like a fever. I don't know. It's like an illness. I'm neurotic now since I started to paint.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I can relate to that. I can definitely relate to that. It's like all I think about. And
Are you gonna go to Ryan Joseph Gallery?
For sure. Definitely.
Person?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's
all right. And another question. I don't know if okay, later. I was gonna ask you, how old are you? Because look, I'm seeing white hair in my beard.
Yeah.
I'm feeling old, and that makes me paint like, oh wait, you're gonna somehow you're gonna die fast because your hair is getting white, and in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
when I was little, it was pretty blonde. When I was little, that was blonde, magic blonde. Now looks like a pigeon just shit on me, and it's white hair.
Yeah.
It's motherfucking white hair. I don't know why. And I feel like, okay, I'm already 38-year-old.
Yeah.
I'm going down life. It's like a roller, but I got my 88-year-old granny like talking me about life and shit on the telephone. So
yeah,
it's 50 years already to get to my granny, but I feel already old. Not old, but I'm not 20 anymore.
Oh, I feel you too. I'm 36.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
now it's the very first time on life you are feeling maybe life is escaping between your fingers.
Yeah,
and
that's,
you try to hold life, but life goes like water.
Exactly, and that's why. I mean, that's what motivates me to be consistent with painting. You know what I mean? Like that I only have so much time left, and that time keeps speeding up every year because we've already experienced so much time already that everything ahead of us seems shorter or seems quicker, faster, and it's just
okay.
Like,
so then
trying to
how paint is related to death, because
Right.
at the end we are talking about a relation between death and paint.
Right.
Like, oh shit, I never thought like in these terms. I never thought on that.
Well, so part of the reason I think people paint, whether it's conscious or subconscious, they paint because they want to leave something behind. You make art because you want it to outlast your life, right? You want it to.
Yeah, but you talk about legacy, but I think it has more of self peace inside of you. Because me, if I don't paint, I don't know what's gonna be about my life. Because really,
Right.
it's one of the shit I like the most. I don't know. I can be on the beach, on the most paradisiac beach on Miami. I don't know. Wherever you imagine the best beach ever. The 5th, 6th, 7th, 10th day, fuck, I need some movement.
Yeah.
I can, like, hey, I need to paint. I need to give me a wall, give me something. I don't know.
Yeah. I think all humans have that in common to a certain extent, depending on what it is that they like to do, right? Like, you can lounge for a little bit and take a vacation, but after a while that shit gets old and you're like, I need to do something. And I think that's what art is for too. It really helps, just like you're actually like building something. You're not out there like destroying things or getting into trouble?
Well. I like to destroy things.
Well, there's
A lot.
creative destruction,
Actually,
right?
a lot.
Yeah.
Actually, a lot. It's
Yeah.
like this painting,
Yeah.
destroy things. Almost
What kind of things do you destroy?
anything. And if it has the bigger the best. And if it can be with fire, perfect. Anything.
Nice.
Anything. I don't know. Sometimes, do you feel if you got the bottom, like you touch and the wall gets destroyed? Would you touch that bottom or not?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
You got the power. You imagine like click
Oh, a button. Okay.
a button.
Yeah.
Click, and then the wall gets destroyed. Would you push the button?
Depends on what wall we're talking about.
In this wall, like someday it's Monday
the world,
morning.
the whole world.
The world.
Oh,
the
no.
World.
No.
No, even if it's a Monday morning. Like, because sometimes I feel, yes, sometimes I will be the guy like,
I feel that way
fuck
sometimes.
You all.
Yes.
Fuck you all. No, you never have this feeling of
I try and take that feeling and put it into like, I try and what's the word? Transmute, transmutation.
Completely,
yeah, and put it into the painting,
Story of my life.
Yeah.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
That's the story of my life.
Yeah, same.
I need to do something with all this shit inside of me.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I found was painting. It affects my body. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, same. Man, so we've covered a lot. I guess I'm just gonna keep sticking to the questions because I'm getting really good answers.
Sorry. With Spanish. Well, I'm more Spanish than Irene.
No, but for me it's okay. I love listen this crazy stories.
No, fuck off. She doesn't like to talk.
Yeah, I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, you talk, Uri, please, you talk.
All right, so Irene, what makes you tick? What drives you? What's it like inside to be you?
I'm not sure if I have understand.
So like what makes you tick? Like what pushes you? What's your purpose? Like maybe that's too broad of a question.
But for what? For life, working, painting?
All of it.
I don't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I think that I don't have what I don't really know. Yeah.
That's totally fine. Do you think anyone can be an artist? Or do you think that only certain people are like born to be an artist? Or do you think anyone can kind of learn how to be an artist?
I'm not sure if I know what is an artist,
Right.
It's like a lot of definition. I think that I'm doing real art, only when we paint illegal in the street. I think that this is the most art moment. It's only because we can't.
Right.
And we are doing it.
Yeah, it's like a rebellious act.
Yeah. The rest of the time is like I'm painting.
Got it.
Yeah, or maybe when I paint a big wall, and I have this thing in my stomach, and suddenly after days and days, I finish a really big piece. So I have the feeling that maybe I did art,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yuri, what about you? Do you think anyone can be an artist, or do you think that only...
I hope not. Artist is only for pedos with super ego. It's all wankers. It's all super clever people talking about super pedo wanker shit. I don't like artists. I'm just a painter artist. People in museum, can you tell me a famous artist was not a pedophile, please? All at museums. I don't like this shit. I don't like artists. Artist is super ego. I'm super proud of being a dirty painter. I'm just a painter. I only got a brush, not super ideas about humanity that make you think a lot. This shit, it's already inside of you. You know, wherever you can feel, you can find all the answers about life and shit. It's inside of you. Non-artist. If an artist was clever, it's gonna be called a writer. It's gonna write super clever books. No, we are just painters. Artist is like people that talks about. I don't know. I don't like artists really.
Yeah,
I don't like.
Artist for us maybe is when the guy takes the champagne in the gallery, you know.
All right.
No, and if I ever find somebody who says, "Hey, my name is whatever," and I'm an artist, wow, it's gonna be the worst cunt ever. No, for sure. No, if somebody imagine you go to a place, "Hey, my name is," and I'm an artist.
All right.
Whoa,
well, if
that's the worst asshole ever.
Yeah. If that's like the first thing they say, then you can
And not even
you
can say not even the very first. Before the minute 10th, it would be the same asshole.
Yeah.
You know, for me, it's like artist. Artist is like artist means mustache, super ego, wanker, pedophile, like butt treating to the wall. I don't know. And the rest we need to adore you because you are in a museum and look the idea he had. And most of the time I feel we are fucking adoring what people say to adore. And it's not that. We don't need to do that anymore. Maybe yes, in the past where, I don't know, the art, you couldn't get travel this much to all museums around the world. You cannot have this experience direct on the internet with all the art of the world. That's like 15 years old. You know, I was already 20 when this shit began. Like I could see any museum canvas on an internet. Whoa, that's quite new for me. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. And this about artists, like who says who's an artist, and at the end, what the people they say to me, hey, they are artists. At the end, I would never like to be considered one of them. Okay. Imagine you're one of them. No, it's like super weird people.
No,
they are super weird. When I say it weird, I say it weird in the classroom as a child. Like I was with my black shirt, Nirvana, Kurt Cobain drawing. I didn't mean weird like I'm eating babies and shit like Dali or Picasso or Andy Warhol. You know?
Yeah. No, I think I know what you mean. Like the art world is kind of gross and like pretentious, and like you said,
yeah. No, if you see our families, man. If you see our families, it's like no way you consider yourself an artist talking about
any artist in our neighborhood. Any artist.
No way.
Yeah. Okay, so let me rephrase that question. Do you think anyone can be a painter or a creative person?
We are the proof.
Yeah. I agree.
Fucking proof. I'm half retarded, man. Do you see me? I'm motherfucking retarded.
You look pretty smart to me, man.
No. That's the weed with wine and the Mediterranean atmosphere. You know, we got the perfect hectopascals. It's like it's something in the air that gets inside of me and takes power of me, and all the ideas collapse inside of my brain, and they just throw down my like a toboggan. I don't know, like I don't know that it's words jumping into my mouth, and it's strange because it's English. That's not. I don't think in English. You know, it's an strange language to me. I feel like I'm an alien.
You're channeling.
Yeah, I'm a fucking. Kind of. Yeah. Yes, I'm really agree. You're giving me an experience, man.
Likewise. Thank you. That's a big one there, man.
Yeah, no, because it's the future. In Spain, I write the future, and I like.
Oh yeah, is cannabis legal there now?
In Spain, we don't have the this difference. Like you got like legal and illegal.
Yeah.
We don't have this shit.
You have like
something can be illegal, and everybody would do, and something can be legal and nobody would do. We don't go like. It's easy to break. No, you can be next to a grandmother smoking a joint, and she's not gonna call police. She's not. Hey, you go,
right.
People. You know, you go to the beach. You can be nude on the street. You don't need to wear clothes. You don't need nothing. You can. I don't know. We are not that repressive.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I got a lot to say about that, but you know, we were founded by freaking Puritans or whatever who came over here, and I think that that line of thought. Yeah.
Well, this is scarce in the US. Really scarce.
Yeah, more than here.
Much more.
So in Colorado, where I live, it's actually legal now. So hooray. It was still like hard for me to, cause you know, I grew up the whole time with it being illegal in my home state. And then when I moved out here, the same year I moved out here, they legalized it completely. And it took me a while getting used to it. I'd still like get like paranoid if I were like smoking a joint or something.
Yeah, but in Barcelona, we don't have this paranoia when it's illegal.
I know.
They are selling to Amsterdam. Here, they are growing to Amsterdam because we are much more corrupt. We are the south. It's like Africa. It's like 12 kilometers from, Morocco. Imagine geographically, all South America and all Africa, the very first thing they found to get into Europe, it's Portugal and Spain.
Right.
There's everything they have, it's goes across our country. So even if it's illegal, we have weed clubs where you go and it's like 25, 50 kinds of weed, of hash. It's illegal, but you can have like 400 clubs all full of like weed sellers, like lots of weed, explaining how much like you got, and it's illegal. And it's more than 400, but people don't. Even it's illegal, it's okay if you make it funny.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have that. About breaking rules. Everybody in Spain, the rule it's like you can break it a little, and nobody will. Actually, if you really follow the rule, people will think like you're a pussy. Like,
yeah.
Whoa.
They're like, something's up with this dude.
Yeah, every time he does everything they say, he does. Whoa, that's bad.
Yeah. That's cool.
For us, this is really bad.
I've been to Spain once. It was
where?
I only went to Madrid. I wish I would have gone to Barcelona.
Well, Madrid, it's okay. Madrid, it's
really nice.
We went to El Prado, and
I love this museum.
It was this was before and I saw in your painting the Las Meninas, I think, with like 3 heads.
Yeah, because I was imagining like they go like it's like all monarchy and incest. They sure practice incest, like boxer, like all like we did with dogs, making new races of dogs. And I imagine like the monarchy got mutants. They are going like 1,000 years of incest, sure they are doing right because they still being kings. So they sure are like doing the next level of the race. And I'm doing like, how would it be? How's the real behind what they show us? Like kings nowadays, kings, while motherfucking iPhone is inventing me a video call between you and me on Zoom on my motherfucking iPad, and still existing a king, the king is going, for me, as a mutant hero. It's like incest, and still being king since motherfucking Velázquez. Whoa, sure they have gone wild on species, and that's what I'm trying to express.
Yeah.
Like kings going mutant, like since Velázquez, they are the same families, man.
Yeah, that's weird. I always thought
That's weird.
That's like
That's
actually weird, not like the cool weird like us, It's like the
no. Yeah, they are fucking artists. They are fucking artists.
Yeah.
The kings are the fucking artists.
Oh, that's good, man. You really tied that all together. That was great. Irene, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your work. Some of the stuff I've seen probably in the last year or so, it's like a still life with like all these kind of pop culture things going on, like a Hello Kitty and Game Boy and South Park and things like that. What are you trying to express in those paintings? Is it just kind of things from childhood, or?
It's like sometimes I'm boring of myself, and I need a creative change. And this is a depression, up, down, like crazy,
Mm-hmm.
And was during, I'm not sure. I think that during the pandemic, I'm not sure if everybody has the same feeling. I need to change something. I need to blah, blah, blah. The typical conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have canvases in my house. It's like white walls. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to spend a lot of time inside my house, and what I want to have for me. And normally I was trying to do something like, I don't know the word in English, like beautiful and brilliant, powerful colors, But I think that I wanted to do something that make me a little bit smile, or with a happy thing, like good vibe. And I decided to do this kind of jars from the Barroco, the 16th century, with jars and flowers and iconic stuff from this age, with schools or fruits or iconic stuff and religion things, but from nowadays. And I think that adding, like, for me, icons, contemporary icons, is like a little joke inside the jar, the typical jar from the Barroco.
Yeah.
Like at the end, I need that something makes me smile, like
totally.
Good feeling, good vibe.
Yeah. I think that resonated, or that, like, a lot of people thought that too. So good job.
Yeah, thank you.
I like those a lot. So do you guys ever get like the inner critic? Do you have like, are you ever like, oh, this is not good enough? I need to do better. Do you have that kind of chatter in your head?
Always.
Yeah. How do you deal with that?
I think that is going to be like this forever.
That is a very perfect answer. But yeah, I do too.
See, I'm going to take my charger.
Okay.
Uri is in here. Uri is not here.
Oh no, there he is.
Yo.
Can you not see
Sí.
him?
I was looking for my charger. I was looking for your voice.
Come on. Like it was a radiophonic prepared show. When you lose the connection, I begin to talk immediately. We are super team.
Just how we planned it, right?
BBC News.
Oh yeah. So did you guys have any mentors? I know you said you didn't really go to school for art or anything. Did you have like any type of teacher or someone to show you how to paint, or did you just learn it like all on your own?
Well, I can say that one of my mentors is Uri also, because we spent a lot of time painting together.
Mm-hmm.
So you are, Uri, one of mine.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
See, we learn from everything, from other people, with things that we are showing.
Se corta esto, ¿no?
Sí.
Nice.
Ah, soy yo.
Well, yeah. I'll ask you guys one last question, and then we'll maybe end it with some advice. But I figure this might spark some cool conversation. Where do you think ideas, like your ideas for your paintings, where do you think they come from, or how do you think they come about?
Do you think thoughts, you get into thoughts, or thoughts get into you? Because sometimes it happened to me. I'm like at Mercadona, which it's gonna be like Family Dollar. You got Family Dollar in Colorado?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay. And then suddenly I'm looking for milk.
Yeah.
And then it comes to me. I'm not thinking on anything. And it comes to me like, tell you what you want, what you really, really want. You know the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Fucking suddenly.
Yeah,
I'm just on the line. Or the Destiny's Child Survivor. I want Survivor.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really like this song.
Right.
Man, I promise you, I don't really like this song.
So,
and I'm on the line waiting to pay with my milk, with my sugar, and my coffee. Normal, regular guy on the supermarket. And this shit comes to my brain. Hello, I'm here. I'm Spice Girls.
Yeah.
And then how do you know if that's the base? If this is a normal Tuesday, where are you gonna find your ideas?
Exactly. No, I get that. Yeah, I think.
You never know.
Do you?
And if you never find somebody telling you, I find my ideas from here because this, and it's a fucking liar.
They're an artist.
A fucking liar.
That's an artist,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, an artist. That's an artist. Yeah, you got me. You know what I'm about.
Yeah. So do you believe in free will or no? Because I kind of, this is something that I harp on the show all the time, but I don't exactly believe in free will because of the thing you just described about how thoughts just kind of like come into your head without your permission, you know? And if thoughts are the seed of action, then, you know, it's kind of hard to find like any freedom.
Well, but sometimes they work different, because if you think a lot, then there is no action. So it's always a balance between action and thinking. If you think too much, bad.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't need to think that much.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and start to wrap up here. Thank you guys so much for your time. Do you have any advice for like younger painters trying to make it in the world of painting?
Do Irene primero.
Well, it's like non-stop. Well, at the end, in the art world, the most easy thing is painting, and the
I agree.
most difficult thing is go inside the business. And I'm not sure. You put a filter.
Yeah, lo has visto, ¿no?
Yeah, I'm checking Uri, and she's changing the image with a filter. It's like
But
now it's in the it's in the sky.
The last time of the interview, and now I find how to touch this shit. Fuck. I'm just a loser.
Nah. It's kind of cool. It's kind of actually refreshing that you're not, obviously you spend so much time painting that you're not like, you don't know what Zoom is about. And that is, to me, very like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean?
Wow, it's the very first time I'm on this. Wow, and look now, I see you both, okay?
Yeah,
and
you
now,
can change.
Every time the micro, oh shit. I got a friend of mine who works as realization on television, and when it detects sound, it goes straight to the camera, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Habla tu, Irene, a ver, di algo.
Hola.
Mierda.
Probando.
Mierda. I see 3, and every time there is a nose, se cambia la cámara. ¿Entiendes? Wow, I'm freaking out. Because I was only seeing my face, man. All this time, I was seeing, it was changing.
Every time someone would talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change the view. I've had it on all 3 the whole time, so I could see both of you.
I never had it on 3. And I have been eating. On the video,
yeah.
Oh, on the video, we appear 3 faces all the time.
Yeah, for the video that I recorded, it'll be all.
Okay,
it'll be all
but
3
I
of
hope
us.
no. But I was eating like this, so nobody would see me.
No, you're good. You're good, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people listening before we sign off?
Sí. Never stop in Spain. We say that's the country you will never achieve. You will never get to. So anytime you listen, you will never get to. Move your ass a lot, and think you will. Fuck the wall and believe in yourself. That's the only shit. Like, if I found myself when I was 12, 14, I would say, Uri, don't trust all the shit, all people saying you, hey, you won. Fuck them hard. Go do it.
Yeah, same for me. When someone tells you
believe
that
on yourself. Believe, because you're gonna die. And the next option is just obey and have a normal job and die clean but sad.
Yeah, this give you superpowers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true. So true.
Estoy en filtro, ¿eh?
Yeah.
I'm on my filtro.
Yeah.
But
I want a background like you.
I would like a kitty face, like
a kitty face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, or this rabbit, like like Instagram filter.
Oh yeah. Next time, okay?
Well,
Next time we do an interview, Yuri, you have to learn how to do a background and the kitty filter, and we'll do the whole interview like that.
Please. No, but look, with me,
funny.
My very first time, I'm already blow the background.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
This is fucking future to me. Look, while talking to you,
You put some work in.
I drank a bottle of wine while talking.
Yeah, for the kids.
For the kids.
The same word.
Yeah.
See, for the art. Let's do it for the art.
For the art. Thank you guys so much. I guess I'm gonna sign off here and stop recording. Yeah, thank you all for listening. Come out to Ryan Joseph Gallery. Yuri and Irene have a collaborative show up for a whole month, and I will be there for the opening, and I hope to see you all there. And thank you guys so much, for real.
And we are much more clever in person than we are on the internet.
I think yes. I can feel your all's cleverness. Are you guys gonna come to the States at any point?
That was only for the show.
Yeah, we have to go. We have to go to Denver as soon as the airport will be normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everything is legal.
Yeah. Well, weed.
Well, everything except the art.
Oh, beautiful. Well, thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you again for listening to another episode of RTAF Podcast. If you are interested in supporting the Patreon, that address is patreon.com/RTAF Podcast. And I want to thank all my patrons. You guys keep this engine running. I couldn't do it without you. Go over there and check out the tiers I have available. It includes video, guest suggestions, patron-only posts, and some merchandise. Thank you again for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe. Do all those little things that help get RTAF into the consciousness of more and more people. Shout.